Hey, all right, I am live. My setup isn't ideal, but I needed to come up here because I am excited about my inaugural Legacy Speaker Retreat. And so I'm going to be sharing some highlights of what you can expect. But most importantly, remind you that the 3 payment option for the Legacy Speaker Retreat ends tomorrow. So if you know that you could benefit from an extended payment, such as a 3 payment option, now's the time to lock in the amazing early bird pricing for this event. So I want to talk a little bit first about why I created this speaker retreat. I have been planning events since like 2013, 2014 was when I started planning events for other people. And then I spoke for the first time professionally in 2015, although I have been speaking, kind of teaching in little ways. And I started my business in 2016, but I knew naturally the next step for me was to host my own event. So my very first event was in 2017, and I actually saw inside of my phone just a little bit. You know how they bring up the memories and stuff like that? I'm like, oh, there's my first event that I had, and I was one of the featured speakers. Why? Nobody was checking for your girl, okay? So I had to put some skin in the game and host my own event and give myself the platform to share that, hey, Jasmin Haley's got something to share. But what I realized is that all my experience, whether I was hosting and planning events for a nonprofit, whether I was hosting and planning events for dental hygiene students inside of the program that I was teaching, or in the work that I was doing in my business, I loved curating impactful events. So when there was an opportunity that I could have my own and really be able to connect in a really awesome, meaningful way, it was a no-brainer that I would be in the place where I would be hosting events. In fact, my first business model was all speaking events with a little bit of consulting. And I mean, this much consulting, right? Most of my work came from speaking in events, and I have loved every aspect of it. So when I knew, because I was led in my purpose to focus in on specifically the niche of working with speakers, it made so much sense that I would host something for you. And for those of you that have had and have been blessed to attend my events, you already know that when you go to my events, you leave with so much more than what's actually outlined. Many of you create amazing relationships with the people that are in my sphere of influence or in my community. You all have created amazing businesses. You've started reaching out for your goals. You know that when you have attended my events, whether they were for licensure renewal or whether it was for professional development, your life was enhanced. And of course, many of you were able to gain transformation from the content that was shared. And so the Legacy Speaker Retreat is meant to have an amazing impact in your life, as well as your business, but most importantly, to really wrap you in love. I have to say that because I'm very heart driven, wrap you in love to understand that it is totally possible for you to achieve your goals as a speaker and to do so in a meaningful way, but most importantly, to get paid, okay? In fact, I was just reading a post just recently, and the post was from another amazing speaker that's out there, but I found it very interesting that they, as a healthcare provider, wanted to make sure that they announced that what they were offering, they weren't in it for profit. And immediately it triggered me. Why? Because I was that same way when I was starting to speak. I'm out here making a difference, and it's not about the money. And although that is true in many ways, I do the work that I do because I genuinely care about improving the lives of others. We know that you can't make an amazing impact and reach the communities without some sort of finances to back that up. So I want you to understand that when you come here to this Legacy Speaker Retreat, not only are we going to refine your speaker skills with presentation and delivery, but we've got to get really serious about how you're planning out the business aspect, because we all need financial resources to reach the goals in the communities that we want to serve. And I want to make sure that every person that's out there sharing their message does not feel that they have to announce to the world, this is not for profit. We already know that you, as an amazing heart-driven speaker, is going to go out there and not only do what? Use the money to help build your business, but make an impact too. And we should be unapologetic as speakers in gaining the revenue resources for us to be able to do so. So I want to humbly invite each of you to this Legacy Speaker Retreat. It's taking place November 18th through the 21st. I have secured this amazing, luxurious location, an award-winning farmhouse for us to stay in. And we're going to learn together. We're going to love on one another. Y'all know how I get down. For those who have heard me speak, most people are often crying. So we will be loving on each other. And you're going to have the opportunity to work personally with the amazing Brooke Bryand, who did my branding speaker reel last year and created such a phenomenal asset that I could use to showcase and up-level my own work as a speaker. And guess what? You're going to have the opportunity to work with her and get your own by attending this event. Now, let me make this very clear. A branding speaking reel, y'all, okay, is often an average around $2,500. One, because we're not just taking pictures of you. We're not just having you record, but you have to be strategic in how you're doing so. And so you're going to have the opportunity to have a strategy consult call with myself and Brooke, strategize exactly what it is that you want your speaking to represent. And we're going to make you look amazing and fabulous and get it recorded at the retreat. $2,500 value. And guess how much a ticket is to attend right now until September 17th? $3,000. So massive, massive value is happening way beyond anything that you can imagine, because we want to make sure that you're set up to succeed. So let me just name a few of the things that you're going to get from attending this speaker retreat. The first one is everyone's going to get a chance to stay in that luxury lodging within our retreat home. We're going to have professional makeup for your speaker branding reel. We're going to consult with you so you'll know exactly what to wear, what to say, what to bring in order for us to take your headshots and branding images. So you'll get 10 images. You'll get a 2-minute professionally edit branding speaking reel that you can use and put onto your site. We're going to have curriculum where I am going to stretch you. Okay. I want to be really clear. I did not come to play. So you will be stretched. We're going to stretch you with your presentation and delivery skills. There'll be some teach back sessions within that where you will have the opportunity to speak in front of others that are there ready to give back feedback in a loving, amazing way. The curriculum that I have planned out will also help you plan out the new year coming up on what your speaker goals are so you're able to achieve them. And of course, we'll have some time where we can relax and get to know one another. So November 18th is when you arrive. We have dinner together. And then the 19th is when we get to work, honey. The 20th is when we do our group activities that we have planned. But before we do that, we are going to record your speaker reel and take some of the branding headshot images for your brand. And then the 21st, you can head on home and love on your family. So if you're interested in finding more information about this, feel free and DM me. Tomorrow is the last day, the very last day for you to opt into the 3 payment option. Also, the price will be increasing. Why? Because it's very valuable. And this is something, assets that you can use for years to come to build your business. the skills that you learn and the branding reel and speaker reel, professionally edited, that you'll have with Brooke Bryand. And so the price will increase November 17th by $1,000. You can save $1,000 right now by signing up and securing your spot. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get up here and share more information. Next week, I have content planned that we're going to just talk about some of the valuable things that we need to be aware of as a speaker. When I started my career, I remember asking another mentor that I was familiar with, and I said, hey, what should I be aware of with what I'm starting? And they said, don't quit your day job. Well, my friends, that wasn't quite helpful. So there was a lot of learning that I needed to experience, trial and error through my own speaking career. But what I've learned through it is deeply engrossed in all the work that I'm doing now with speakers and helping them, one, create valuable relationships with their audience members before, during, and after. And of course, with this speaker retreat, we will be focusing on your presentation and delivery skills, planning your business out for 2022, and setting you up with an incredible asset to really up-level yourself as a speaker and command higher fees. All right, y'all. Thanks for your time. It's been great checking in with you all, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye.